Rizal's different characters. Animal lover. As a small boy, Rizal loved animals, including birds, fish, insects, and other specimens of animal life. Fowls, rabbits, dogs, horses, and cats constituted his favorites. As much as possible, he did not wish fowls to be killed even for food, and showed displeasure in being asked to eat the cooked animal. The family garden in Calamba abounded with insects galore and birds native to the Calamba environs. He wrote about and sketched animals of the places he had toured. Anthropologist. He made researches on the physical and social make-up of man. Rizal as an archaeologist. Rizal studied monuments and antique currency everywhere he went. He drew most of the monuments he saw. Rizal as a book lover. He had a big library and brought many books abroad. Rizal as a botanist. Rizal maintained a garden in the Pitan where he planted and experimented on plants of all kinds. Rizal as a businessman. He had a partner in the Pitan in the abaca business there in the year 1892 until 1896. Rizal as a cartographer. He drew maps of the Pitan, the Philippines, and other places he visited. Rizal as a chess player. He played chess and bear several Germans and European friends and acquaintances. Rizal as an educator. Rizal taught in his special school in the Pitan. Rizal as an ethnologist. In his travels, Rizal was able to compare different races and he noted the differences. Rizal as a fencer. He fenced with Europeans and Juan Luna and other friends in Europe. Rizal as a farmer and horticulture. He experimented on the cultivated plants in the Pitan. Rizal's last hours, 7 to 8 a.m. Rizal is transferred to his death cell. Father Sadera talks briefly with Rizal. Father Visa presents a statue of the Sacred Heart of Jesus and Medal of Mary. Rizal rejects the latter, saying, "I'm little of a Marian father." 8 to 9 a.m. Rizal shares his milk and coffee with Father Razal. Lieutenant Andrade and Chief of Artillery come to visit Rizal, who thanks each of them. Rizal scribbles a note inviting his family to visit him. 9 to 10 a.m. Sir Matex, defying stringent regulation, enters death cell and interviews Rizal in the presence of Father Russell. Later, Governor Luengo drops in to join the conversation. 10 to 11 a.m. Father Farrar persuades Rizal to put down his rancors and order to marry Josephine. 11 to 12 noon. Rizal talks on various topics in a long conversation with Father Villaclara, who will later conclude that Rizal is either the Protestant or rationalist who speaks in a very cold and calculated manner, with a mixture of a strange piety. No debate or discussion on religion is recorded to have taken place between the fathers mentioned and Rizal. 12 until 1 p.m. Rizal reads Bible and Imitation of Christ by Kempis, then meditates. Father Balaker reports to the Archbishop that only a little hope remains that Rizal is going to retract, for Rizal was heard saying that he is going to appear tranquilly before God. 3 to 4 p.m. Rizal reads verses which he had underlined in Egger's German Reader. It is a book which he is going to hand over to his sisters to be sent to Dr. Blumentritt. He writes several letters with his last dedication, then he rests for a short. 4 to 5:30 p.m. Captain Dominguez is moved with compassion at the sight of Rizal's kneeling before his mother and asking pardon. Father Russell hears Rizal's farewell to his sisters and his address to those present eulogizing the cleverness of his nephew. The other sisters come in one by one after the other, and to each Rizal gives promises to give a book, an alcohol burner, his pair of shoes, an instruction that is something to remember. 6 to 7 p.m. Father Russell leaves Fort Santiago and sees Josephine Bracken. Rizal calls for Josephine and then they speak to each other for the last time. 11 to 12 midnight. Rizal takes time to hide his poem inside the alcohol burner. It has to be done during night rather than during daytime because he is watched very carefully. He then writes his last letter to Brother Paciano. 12 to 4 a.m. Rizal sleeps restfully because his confidence in the goodness of God and the justness of his cause gives him outstanding serenity and unusual calmness. December 30, 1986, 4 to 5 a.m. Rizal picks up Imitation of Christ, reads, meditates, and then writes in Kempis' book a dictation to his wife Josephine, and by this very act in itself, he gives to her their only certificate of marriage. 5 to 6:15. Rizal washes up, takes breakfast, attends to his personal needs, writes a letter to his parents, reads Bible and meditates. Josephine is prohibited by the Spanish officers from seeing Rizal. 6:15 to 7. Rizal walks to the place of execution between Father March and Father Viclara, with whom he converses, keeps looking around as if seeking or expecting to see someone. His last word said in a loud voice, "It is finished." 7 until 7:03. Sounds of guns. Rizal vacillates, turns halfway around, falls down backwards, and lies on the ground facing the sun. Silence. Shouts of the Vivas for Spain.
Feeling tipsy when your lips they kiss me, and I can't control myself, baby. I know myself, baby. The whiskey got me feeling frisky, and I want to know you pretty, baby.
Oh yeah,
know you pretty, baby.
I wanna hold your hand like an old school jam, you classic. Can I be your man? We can dance in the sand till the tide rolls in. When the sun sets, let's do it again. You upset?